How dare Brandon want to waste $300 million of Chicago taxpayer cash to prop up illegal aliens when Americans are hurting in Chicago? Rae, take it away, girl.
Well, first things first, I want to say again, congratulations to my president. And we are so happy that you are in office, Mr. President, because now you're going to come to Chicago and get this together. We saw last Friday that the city council is not with Brandon Johnson anymore, and that's because of the work of Chicago Red. We have been going down there for over a year telling them that we do not appreciate the fact that they're giving all of this money to the illegals while Americans are here suffering. And I think now social media is starting to respond to Chicago. The Chicago movement has caught on around the country. I actually got a call today from some friends in Michigan who said Michigan flipped because of the work of Chicago Red.
Amen.
You all removed the stigma of racism from MAGA. And so that made everybody pay attention to the America First because you guys are standing up for democracy. So it's over. There's no more sanctuary city funding coming out of the Chicago City Council. I think now, because this was such a harsh rebuke against the mayor, 50-0.
Yeah.
Nobody voted for him. He didn't have any friends in this vote. And so I think now they understand that we're serious and we're not going to stop until all of this is over. And what I mean by all of this is the sanctuary city ordinance and the funding that comes with it. A bill right now in the Illinois State House that will allow for recalls. Before of Chicago, the state of Illinois, there's no recall mechanism outside of recalling the governor.
Gotcha.
So my state rep, LaShawn Ford, has a bill currently in the state house to recall any elected official. So our next goal is to get to Springfield to lobby for that bill and have people call their state House representatives and have them push that bill as well. We have to do this from every angle. That's why I don't have on my MAGA hat, because my president won, and now we have to get back on the business of Chicago Red.
I got you. Okay. That's good to know. I didn't know Illinois had that rule. You can only recall a governor. So that's great. So you got to get
the new.
Okay.
It's a new rule.
So you got to get the legislation
passed. That's why the
passed.
politicians are wild.
So if you live in the state of Illinois, folks, and you're watching Rae and I right now, start hitting up your elected state leaders and tell them you want that bill to get passed. Because, I mean, who doesn't deserve a recall like Brandon and others, I'm sure, in and around Chicago? You got plenty of lawmakers in that entire state that have been corrupt for years, and you, the people, should be able to recall their asses if they're not doing the will of the people.
The newest grift was combining the homeless shelters for the illegals with the homeless shelters for Americans. And that way we now have diverted homeless resources from Americans to the illegals by combining them. So he keeps doing these things and trying to claim that it's because of some altruistic purpose, and it's not true. I think that he honestly believes that he's the smartest man in the room, he and his team, and they're not. We are Chicago Public School graduates. We can read, write, and count extremely well because we were in the system when literacy mattered, and it's not going to work.